Namaste and welcome. More than 30 cities in 3 countries, including USA, have declared January 3rd as Nithyananda Day, the birthday of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. To honor the hard and selfless work, the achievements, the religious and human rights advocacy, and the global humanitarian services of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, over 30 cities worldwide have declared January 3rd, 2022 as Kailasa's Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism Nithyananda Day. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is recognized as the 1008th living incarnation of Lord Paramashiva as per Hinduism, and by his predecessors of enlightened masters and adepts. He was born on January 3rd, 1978, as per the Gregorian calendar, in the holy town of Tiruvannamalai. At just the age of 3, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, was initiated into Bala Sannyas, child saint, by enlightened beings, masters and his predecessors, and at the age of 16 he was coronated to establish Kailasa, or Sri Kailasa, the enlightened Hindu ecosystem worldwide. In 2015, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, was coronated as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by thousands of Hindu leaders through a grand 3-day ritualistic ceremony, the Ati Rudra Mahayagna. Among many other coronations, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was also coronated as the 203rd Emperor of the ancient kingdom of the Suryavamsha lineage, the lineage of Lord Ram, the kingdom of the Suryavamsha Sarangi Samrajam. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the founder and the sovereign of the sovereign state of Sri Kailasa, the ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation, the first nation of Hindus. He established the Hindu state, Kailasa, to protect, revive, and preserve Hindus and Hinduism from persecution around the world in over 100 countries. His resolute efforts towards recognizing and legitimizing the Hindu genocide has received scant consideration by global leaders and international bodies such as the United Nations. Recently, on December 2nd, 2021, Kailasa Nation delivered a historic speech on the unspoken persecution of Hindus at the United Nations in Geneva. This was the first time the plight of persecuted Hindus was ever represented in the United Nations. The full video speech is available at facebook.com/Paramahamsa Nithyananda. Despite being incessantly persecuted with over 100 assassination attempts on him and ultimately being forced into de facto statelessness, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Nithyananda Paramashivam, has been continuously and tirelessly working for world peace for the past 27 years. He founded the international body of Kailasa Uniting Nations, through which he is building relations, bridging dialogues, inspiring leaders, and uniting nations towards implementing Hindu policies which are universal, inclusive, and life positive, and demonstrating Hinduism as a living, enlightened civilization, and that global peace is achievable and sustainable. To honor the hard and selfless work, the achievements, the religious freedom and human rights advocacy, and the global humanitarian services of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, to build a peaceful and sustainable world, political leaders of over 30 cities in 3 countries, the United States of America, the United Republic of Tanzania, and Belize, have declared January 3rd, 2022, the 45th birthday of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, as Kailasa's Nithyananda Day, making a bold statement that despite being heavily persecuted continuously for over a decade, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Nithyananda Paramashivam, is unwavered in his intention, commitment, and action in building the only Hindu nation, the sovereign state of Sri Kailasa, to protect, revive, and preserve Hinduism, the most ancient, most peaceful, still living, and long-lasting demonstrable system that shows the possibility of peaceful coexistence amongst all people. More than 30 cities in 3 countries, including USA, declare January 3rd as Kailasa's Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Nithyananda Day, the birthday of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Namaste.